Hey guys, welcome to the fourth lesson. I think, okay, this is the fifth. Am I right? I don't know. I'll check. I don't know. But anyhow, anywho, welcome to this lesson. We're going to talk about blending modes and sort of explain how they work. So, what I'm going to use to explain today, since we haven't started dealing with shapes, is just explain the basics of it. Blending modes are something that we need to have like a separate sort of discussion about it. But let me explain how they work. So, think of blending modes like opacity on steroids. For example, here's what happens if I change the color of blending, just the text blending. Here's what happens if I change its color. Now it's blue. I wanted it to be blue. Why it's not blue? Oh, okay, sorry. I tried to change it like it was a shape or something, and it's not. It's a text, so we gotta treat it properly. So let's just change modes to maybe blue or something. So here's what happens. So blending modes are kind of how you mix and match different layers together, right? So there were a bunch of blending modes. There are, I think, last time I counted were about 26. I don't know. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wait, it's not 26. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Oh, okay, 27. All right, so there are a bunch of things you could do here. You could leave it normal, which basically means just blend it the same way, let them just stay on each layer. I'm just going to scroll through so you see what they do. And don't freak out when you see something terribly wrong. It's just how they work. So here we go. Dissolve. Now see what it does to this. It basically gives it this kind of jagged edge. We're gonna do darken. See what happens. So this is already a cool effect, right? You can we can say this looks like a really cool effect already. See? This looks so cool right now. We could do darken. We could do multiply. So multiply and darken kind of look alike in the way that they work, yeah, but think of it like different extremes. So multiply, basically how I work with it is I tell myself, if I use multiply, because I use multiply, overlay, soft light really like a lot, right? So if I use multiply, I'm basically saying that I want the darker sides to show a lot more. If I use overlay, then I want it to contrast. Both the dark and the light should show a bit. Soft light, I just want the what's this thing called? Same contrasty kind of vibe, but less of it, right? More on the highlight part of the image. Then if I use maybe screen or lighting, I'm just telling Photoshop that I really want the highs to show, and anything that's not, the highlight, so to say, can be deleted from the image. For example, that's the same thing color burn is doing. If I was to move modes away, we wouldn't see it again. If I bring it back, watch what happens. So this is a really cool effect right now, isn't it? I know, right? So it's like you can see it, but you can also see something in it, right? So a bunch of other things we could do. We could do linear burn, which gives us that effect. We could do darker color. We could do lighten, screen, like I was telling you. It's going to look for the light shades of it, places that have more luminosity, and show that. Color dodge, linear dodge, overlay. Now, overlay, like I was explaining to you, will show both the highs and the lows and kind of make them to mix and match together. So soft lights, hard lights, vivid lights, linear lights, pin lights, hard mix, difference, exclusion, subtract, and divide. Then hue, saturation, color, and luminosity. So all these blending modes have how they work. So for sake of just showing you kind of how they work in real life, I'm just gonna delete this right now. Let's bring this into, let's just go duplicate layer. I just want to bring it into that document, and I want to bring another work into that document. Let's open this. Just gonna duplicate this layer into that document. Alrighty, so now we have this and we have this, right? So but we can't really see it. That's the thing that's underneath, and this looks like it's really big. It's a really big image. Just gonna zoom out a bit, and then I'm gonna do a Control T so I can manipulate the dimensions just a bit to something that's workable. Gonna do the same to this, something that's workable. All right, great. So now what I used to zoom in and zoom out on my keyboard is Control minus takes me out, Control plus takes me in, Control 0. See, if I was down, I press Control 0, it zooms it to the exact artboard size. So like I was saying, we're dealing with blending modes right now. So watch what happens when I use a variety of different blending modes for this. See? Automatically looks like they're both in the same vicinity, except for this part here. So what I would do, understanding that this can be a problem, is to use a bunch of bunch of different techniques, like mask it out and just get it here, or I will delete this part and then recreate it and put the other part here. Just a bunch of things I could use to get this to look right. I could do multiply, color burn, linear burn. I could do darker color. I could do lighten. See how it affects the image, both the one at the top and the one below. Just watch this. See this? This is amazing, isn't it? I know, it's really crazy. So there are a bunch of things you could do with this, just a ton, right? So that's how blending modes work. Bye guys.